Good morning, Northwest. It is the C team today. I'm Nathan Lowen.
And I'm Ryan Weibel. This show is absolutely bonkers show today.
Let's get crack-a-lackin'. In previous stories, Cece Koparanian talked to experts and adults about the dangers of fentanyl. Now it's time to hear from the voices about the matter of the students.
I definitely don't think high schoolers understand the dangers of fentanyl.
Fentanyl has a lethal dose 6 out of 10 times. And nowadays, anything you're taking could be waste. From vape, Advil, even a bag of chips. In fact, most high school students don't know what they're taking is waste until after they take it.
With the new opioid epidemic coming in, people need to be educated on that kind of stuff.
Everyone knows that it's deadly, but also people don't know how deadly it is.
Social media plays a major role in the influence these drugs have on teens and how they can get access to them.
I think definitely Snapchat, because it doesn't filter stories or it doesn't filter any content like the rest of them do.
This year, ONW has implemented new ways to educate teens by inviting guest speaker Kevin Coopfield and having the senior class attend one of his presentations. The statistics that he offered in one of these presentations caught the eye of many students.
I think they should get the word out a little more, or a lot more actually.
Adrian went on to say that the school district should allow better access to educate this generation through possible classes that could be offered or even more speakers coming to present.
When we had our fentanyl assembly earlier this year with just the seniors, that was a shock to me. A fraction of a pill, it could kill you.
Teens are seeing these drugs as a way to cope with stress, anxiety, and even peer pressure. But there are so many other ways to cope, such as exercise, music, art, athletics, and much more.
Just get your body and mind off of certain things that you don't want to.
This has been the last part to our fentanyl series. Please make sure to warn your family and friends about the dangers. You might just save lives. For ONW Now, this has been Cece Koparanian.
The International Club has their meeting next Tuesday, March 7th from 3:15 to 4 p.m. in room 2310. Blake Heffer and his twin brothers, Tristan, will be presenting about their time they spent growing up in England. Refreshments will be provided. All are welcome and to learn about jolly good England.
The 4th annual Olathe District Chess Tournament took place Monday night. ONW exceeded expectations with 46 students participating. Congratulations to Puat Moreland, who got first, Caden Fehrenbacher, who also got third. Ben Smith got fourth. Jared Prince getting fifth. Jack Turek for getting eighth. Puedes bailar?
What?
Puedes bailar conmigo?
I have no idea what he's saying, but the Noche de Baile had a dance and it was pretty hype.
Vámonos.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Eli Whitaker, and I'm here at Noche de Baile. Let's take a look into the beautiful work the Hispanic Leadership Club has done to plan this dance.
The dance started out with dance instructors teaching everyone new dances and how to dance with a partner.
I learned from tonight that while I may not have rhythm, I am not afraid to take risks and fall in front of my face. And I hope that all the students out there will also take that into consideration as well and never be afraid to fail.
Creo que es importante que nos integremos, que podamos apreciar las culturas de cada uno. Este país, Estados Unidos, es una mezcla de diferentes culturas y a veces tampoco tenemos la oportunidad de ir a otros países, entonces hay muchas personas que ya están aquí, entonces podemos aprender, ¿no? Tanto las personas hispanas de otras culturas como también las otras culturas de los hispanos. Además, los hispanos de cada país también tienen sus propias tradiciones, sus propios valores, entonces es bueno tener esa diversidad y conocer a las personas de dónde vienen.
I would say it has to do a lot with diversity. I know there isn't as much diversity here, within the Hispanic culture, and there isn't very much of us here. So it was nice to try to bring everyone together and just be within our own culture.
Well, that's all, Ravens. Hope you all come next year to enjoy this dance. I'm Eli Whitaker, signing off.
What's that? Ring, ring. What time is it?
I don't know.
Let's take it to Adam and Chris. I think it might be time for game day.
Welcome back to everybody's favorite game day. I'm Chris McCormick.
And I'm Adam Donner. We've got a lot of updates for you all, including sub-state and state recaps, so let's waste no time and get right into it.
Our boys basketball team took on the Olathe South Falcons in the first round of sub-state playoffs on Tuesday. The Ravens dominated the Falcons in a tight game leading up to the final minutes of the fourth quarter, where they put the game away with a big dunk by Aiden Sullivan.
The boys ended up winning the game 48-36 in a very physical game. Our own Weston Wurzberger got to catch up with Sully himself after their first sub-state victory since 2017.
How does the win feel?
It felt great. You know, since freshman year, we haven't won a sub-state game since 2017. So having that happen my senior year, it felt great. Nothing better.
Take me back to that dunk. Did you guys plan that, or did you just do it?
I mean, to be completely honest, we weren't thinking. It was just a 2-on-1 fast break. I thought Isaiah was going up with it, and then he went and helped on Isaiah. And Isaiah, I didn't know if he was going to throw a lob. I didn't know if he was going to pass. He passed it, and I'm like, I don't know if my foot's going to get hurt, but I'm doing it anyway. So I jumped up, he jumped up, and I made it.
And then you guys are playing Olathe Northwest, a school with rich basketball tradition. How excited are you to play them?
I mean, they're the 2 seed. They're a good team. I'm not going to lie. They got a lot of size. They're really good. You know, we're hot now. We're all healthy. I think we got a shot. We got to try our best. I think we can do it.
The boys playing the sub-state championship tonight on the road against the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies at 7 o'clock. The theme is blackout, so make sure to be there to support the Ravens as they play for a spot in the Final 8.
The girls basketball team also had their first sub-state game on Wednesday. The girls took on the Olathe East Hawks in a rematch of our Ravens' 9-point win over them last month.
The girls battled all game in a low-scoring affair with the score just before overtime being 26-26. The girls dominated in overtime, though, putting the game away in those 4 minutes, winning 35-31.
The girls have had massive successes this year, including Skylar Pierce breaking the ONW single-season record for blocks. Marin Rapp has more on one of our players of the week.
I believe that was a block by Skylar Pierce. And with that block, she will set the all-time single-season block record.
Well, the sky's the limit for most. This is not the case for ONW student-athlete Skylar Pierce. With 61 blocks and counting, she continues to raise the standards.
I've been playing basketball since I was 5, so about 12 years now. It was my first love for a sport. It was the first sport I ever played competitively.
Although volleyball may be her main sport, Skylar continues to grow through every opportunity she gets.
Sports have taught me just to be a great leader and not just lead by what I say, but by action. I think being a good leader and showing people what they should be doing and impacting people's lives in that way is a very important life skill to have, and I am so thankful for sports for giving me that life skill and letting me work on that.
Behind every athlete is a supportive team.
My teammates are awesome. They are very encouraging and always push me to be the best player that I can be. And without them, I don't think I'd be able to reach the goals I have done. So just a big thanks to them and pushing me to be the best that I can.
The girls ended their regular season with a 13-7 record and won their first round of playoffs last night and will advance to the next round Saturday at 6.
Finally going to have my name on the board behind us. But I'm hoping to get the most blocks in the game record too before I end my season so I can have 2 names of mine on the board.
Congrats, Skylar, on an amazing season, and best of luck to you and your team at Sub-State. For ONW Now, this has been Marin Rapp. Now, back to the desk.
Big congratulations, Skylar, and good luck to the girls in their Sub-State Championship game tomorrow against the Olathe North Eagles. Make sure to show up for Raven Game Day as well, which makes its long-awaited return starting at 5 o'clock.
Our show will run from 5 to 5:40, and we'll have contests and prizes of gift cards from some of your favorite restaurants in the area. The girls play at 6 after the show, and the theme is Whiteout.
Now, our Raven Bowlers competed in regionals last week, and both our boys and girls teams took first place and qualified for state.
Tommy Mitchell took first place and led the boys to their first place finish, and Ash Holmes also took first for the girls, leading them to their first place finish. Let's take it to Weston Wurzberger, who has a regionals recap for us.
When I found out I had the highest score at regionals, I was really excited. I knew I could do it, but it was nice to see it actually happen.
I mean, I wasn't really surprised. I felt like I bowled the best of everybody, so it wasn't really a surprise to me.
Last Friday, the boys and girls bowling team competed in regionals and captured not only both individual titles, but as well as both team titles.
It is, in a word, incredible. Both of the teams bowled so well as a group, and then to have the top girl and the top boy for the regional was more than expected. I loved it. It was emotional, but it was a ton of fun.
Individual regional champions Skylar Holmes and Tommy Mitchell reflect on the team's performances to help take them to state.
I'm extremely proud of the team this year. It's been a little rough since we lost some girls last year, but I think a lot of the new girls have really stepped up their game. It's nice to see them get high scores today.
I'm really proud. We all hit our spares today, and it's a bonus game of spares, so I'm just glad that we hit our spares.
With the Raven Boys clinching both individual and team titles, the team is looking bright and ready for the final stage.
Last year was the first time that we took both boys and girls to state, and so to have it again, it's going to be a blast. I know it's about making memories, having fun, and so when we go out next Thursday, we'll have a chance to let our hair down a little bit and enjoy ourselves, but then come Friday, we got to get back on it and do it again.
Coach Hernandez and the players explained what techniques helped the team improve and the preparation for the season's final week.
If you make a bad shot, finding a way to mentally recoup and get back to make a good one again. And so understanding that the mental aspect of it is sometimes more important than the physical has been something that they've come to embrace, and I think that's really what's helped throughout the whole process, especially regionals.
This season, some techniques that helped me get through it a lot was making sure my shoulders were back, and mainly just like relying on my teammates to keep me positive. That's not really bowling technique, but still matters.
Spare shooting. If you're spares, you're going to do the best, and strikes come along with it, so that's all that matters.
Next week is going to be the best of the best. There are 3 regionals, the top 3 teams from each region, so it's going to be some fantastic competition, and with both boys and girls winning, we're going to have a lot of people looking our way to see how we do, so it's going to be fun.
The Bowling State Championship will be this Friday, March 3rd, with both teams looking to clinch their first state title in school history. This has been Weston Würzburger for Raven Game Day.
The bowlers are on fire right now, and it couldn't be better timing as they compete in Topeka for state today. Let's take a closer look at one of our top bowlers, Ash Holmes, and her selection as one of our Players of the Week.
This past weekend, our boys and girls bowling team took home first place at regionals, which means that this week's Player of the Week is Skylar Holmes.
My sister tried out for the bowling team her freshman year and did not make it, and then tried out her sophomore year and made it. And then by the time she was a junior, I was a freshman, so I decided to try out. I made it. Now I'm just bowling all the time. To prepare for regionals, I just took it easy, made sure I didn't hurt myself anymore. For state, I'm going to do the same thing, take it easy, make sure my form's all good, check my timing. I think we all came in with a cool head. We practiced there the night before. We knew it would be a different oil pattern, but we were ready to adjust. We didn't get too cocky. We encouraged each other. I think it's exciting that our boys and girls both got first. I think it's the first time it's happened for our school. I'm proud of all of us.
Preparing for regionals and state has been tough, but now it's time for Skylar's work to pay off.
To mentally prepare for bowling, usually I just think bad frames, okay, shake it off, you got the next one. It's really mentally challenging sometimes if you have a bad game, but you just gotta pick it up and stay positive.
Through these tough challenges, Skylar has learned lots of valuable lessons.
It has taught me that I need to rely on other people a little more. Even though bowling is mainly an individual sport, it's good to get help from other people sometimes, and I think it's really helped me be able to take coaching better. My goals for state, I want to beat 14th place. That's what my sister got last year. I got 17th, but gonna try and win. Hopefully do better as a team than we did last year. I think we can.
Best of luck to the boys and girls bowling teams. We know they'll do great. For ONW Now, this has been Keely Loney. Now back to the desk.
Good luck to the boys and girls teams in their state tournaments today. And with that, that's all we have for game day. Make sure to show up to the boys game tonight at Blue Valley Northwest tonight at 7 and to the girls game tomorrow night here at 6 o'clock.
And don't forget about Raven Game Day's return tomorrow at 5. Show up for your chance to be selected for some of our contests for a shot at some restaurant gift cards to places like Minsky's Pizza and Johnny's Barbecue. That's all we've got for this game day, though. This has been Chris McCormick
and Adam Donner. Now back to the desk.
We had an AI generate text for our script.
My AI assistant Rachel was able to parse 300,000 books and write 250,000 versions of the end of the novel.
And that is how reliable ChatGPT is.
Let's hear more on that story.
The rise of AI technology has taken a dramatic effect in the Olathe School District. Here's what English teachers had to think about the new AI bot that can write your essays.
I think when you're looking at any kind of artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, you got to consider that there are some things that it's going to do better than the human brain, but there's going to be some things that it doesn't know how to do yet.
I think the original hope was that it could be used as a way to teach in class and used as a tool, but that is a slippery slope.
Among most teachers and adults, the message of don't let a computer think for you is evident.
When you go beyond school, to hand over your thinking to something that's not you, it never ends well.
It's not going to be great with recent information, and it's not going to be able to identify misinformation. It's not going to be able to identify bias, and those are things that are pretty key when it comes to looking at information.
The older this device gets, the better and more developed it becomes.
Like every other arena, whether it's art, it's business, we're all trying to figure out how is this going to change our world? What are the good uses? What are the not so good uses? And that's true no matter what kind of new technology you have. If you're relying on any piece of technology to do your thinking for you, you are going to find yourself in some very unfortunate circumstances, some of which can have pretty serious consequences. But if you're using it as a tool to help you think, to help you figure things out, then it's a great tool, just like many others that we have today.
For ONW Now, this has been Matthew M. Samembo.
This week on Get to Know the Academy, Cece Koparanyan sat down with the Public Safety Program. Let's learn more about their academy.
Welcome back to Get to Know the Academies. I'm your host, Cece Koparanyan, and today with me I have a student from Olathe South. Wyatt Vaughn is part of the Biomedical Engineering program. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So my first question is, why did you decide to join the Biomedical Engineering program?
Yeah, so my mom was actually a nurse, and she's been doing that for her entire career. And my dad is kind of a hands-on type worker who does HVAC. So I figured, that workshop setting in that medical anatomy kind of sense, combine them together, biomedical engineer.
There you go. You kind of grew up with it.
Yeah.
So my second question is, what is your senior capstone project?
All right. So in our senior capstones, you get to have a little bit more freedom in what you choose. And I actually grew a different interest in environmental science. And I wanted to combine that with health. And there's a lot of different connections in it, more than most people would realize. So I decided I wanted to research the energy industry, pollution, and how that affects human health.
So how do those two things connect?
It's really fascinating how when we actually use different sources of energy, there's different air, land, water pollution that we have, and that can lead into drinking water sources or the air that we breathe, and it's really hard to trace.
Right.
So I'm studying a lot of my capstone project on safer solutions and how we can actually switch from coal to things like nuclear energy or more carbon-free, less pollution sources.
That's really cool. Do you plan on doing some kind of career with that?
I do. In college, my undergrad goal is to do chemical engineering. Grad school, I'm going to be doing bioengineering, which is going to be a lot of work, but I'm pretty dedicated to what I'm doing, and I'm just really excited for the opportunity to show you guys today.
Well, you're going to be really busy,
Yes.
but if you love it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being on the show. It was great to talk to you.
You too.
Ravens, thanks for tuning in. Back to the desk.
Well, Ravens, specifically our teachers, if you enjoy a good old nice cup of joe in the morning, you'll love the Raven Roastery. Let's take it to Nikki Wooksworth on the story.
Coffee-loving teachers, you're going to want to hear this. Our very own Ravens Cruise class is making their own coffee delivery service called Raven Roastery. Let's take it to Miss Whitecotton for more.
So the Raven Roastery is a coffee delivery service for teachers at Olathe Northwest. We started working on it in January, but we just started delivering the coffee about a month ago. Right now it's only for teachers, and we send out a Google form each week and teachers place their order through that.
The cruise class has been helping with the Raven Roastery by making all the drinks seen on the menu.
So I teach a class called Cruise, where students are trying to gain work experience, and we really try to be creative and think of ways that they can get practical work experience. So some of my students do go out to job sites in the community, but I was looking for a way for students to get job skills within the school building, and so that's why we came up with the idea for the Raven Roastery.
In the Raven Roastery,
I make the coffee and I click on the computer of how much that each person has taken.
The students also love getting to work with the teachers in the building.
Being loyal to somebody, especially following the best person in the room who came in first.
For ONW Now, this has been Nikki Woodruff. Now back to the desk.
Ryan, are you hungry?
I'm very hungry.
Well, let's just eat a little snack real quick.
Give me the bread.
Gretchen Renfro has more on the story.
This year, IPS has started selling dog treats, which can be bought by students and staff, and it helps support the class.
Yeah. Our dog treat business is called Puzzle Pup Pastries, and it is a business that we set up last year for the students in the RISE program to practice vocational skills to get them ready to work jobs after they leave Olathe Northwest.
There are many steps included to keeping this business running.
We make dog treats and package them, and then the students fill orders and deliver them.
Each of these steps teaches students a new life skill.
So they can practice things like baking, measuring out ingredients, and actually baking the treats. And then they can also practice other skills like counting the number of treats that go in each order, practice following a checklist and delivering orders. And so each of those skills is really important for my students to be able to work a job after they graduate.
To purchase your own, look for the link in the notes from the nest or scan the QR codes around the school. Until then, this has been Gretchen Renfro.
Nathan, I've been needing to hit the gym lately.
Well, I have the most swag money gym for muscles. It is called Chiefs Fit.
Let's hear about that.
The goal of Chiefs Fit is to change lives. Of course through fitness, but as well as to see people to reach their goals.
Located in Overland Park, Chiefs Fit is a gym unlike any other. Let's take a look inside and learn about their goal of helping the community. Chiefs Fit is one of 8 NFL gyms, which are all part of the M6 football brand.
Chiefs Fit has grown from 24-hour. 24-hour fitness was our original gym that we had, and then we decided to progress into more sports gyms. We decided to approach the NFL and ask for licensing.
Chiefs Fit provides a luxury gym experience with state-of-the-art equipment, educated staff, and exclusive recovery options.
In the Recovery Center, we offer several different things. We offer cryotherapy, we offer Norman compression tech, and then we also have spray tanning as regular bulb tanning, and we have hydro massage as well.
While the gym has many perks, the atmosphere is truly the thing that sets it apart from other gyms.
We have a very high energy, high frequency environment. It's very clean, it's very well lit. We don't overrun our gyms with members, so you don't have to worry about it being super packed.
Since their opening in 2021, both the Overland Park and Plaza locations have hosted many events where fans can meet and train with the Chiefs athletes.
On the Plaza, they send down several players to like signings and autographs just to show face. Out here, sometimes we throw vendor events where they may have one player come out and do some signings, so they're pretty active in the events.
Even though the gym is 18+, there is a way for students to get involved.
One thing that we do want to offer for the Olathe students, they can come in if they sign up with their parents, they'll be able to come in and get their workouts in, and we can offer a special rate for them and their parents when they sign up.
If you want to train like a Super Bowl champ, visit their website, chiefsfit.com, to learn more. For ONW Now, this has been Ava Hansen.
Done.
Done.
Bye.
Bye.